10 million will be won in the jackpot by only 5 zodiac signs in July. In July, a rare energy flow begins, which opens the way to colossal luck. The money portal is activated only for those whose vibration resonates with the energy of a big win. Only 5 zodiac signs will be at the right point of attraction of power and luck, and they will get a chance to hit the 10 million jackpot. This is not an accident, but the result of an invisible interaction with the field of abundance. Now you will find out which of the signs in July is riding the wave of wealth, whose inner magnetism coincides with the vibration of money, and why they become magnets for huge sums. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be aware of sacred financial windows, when money comes not according to logic, but according to knowledge. Write your sign in the comments. Perhaps you are the one who is preparing a win that can change everything. Ready to find out who's going to get a huge cash flow in July? Then listen up. The reveal is about to begin. The first sign is Cancer. The first week of July will activate a rare combination of financial fortune for Cancer, in which all accidents will turn out to be non-random. A cash flow will enter his life through a channel that has long remained invisible. This could be a forgotten draw, an old ticket, an offer that Cancer was initially skeptical about. But it is in this direction that the chance for a large jackpot is hidden, an amount that will change the structure of everyday life, habits, and long-term plans. The main peak of luck will fall in the middle of the month. During this period, it is especially important not to ignore internal impulses. If you have a feeling that you need to stop and buy a lottery ticket, you need to do it. If you suddenly want to check an old account, participate in a competition, send an application, do not refuse. The system of luck will work in small things. Each action based on intuition will bring you closer to winning. It is important not to analyze, but to act quickly and accurately as soon as an internal flash appears. Winning will not just change the financial situation, it will transform the internal state. Cancer will stop considering themselves as a person who is unlucky, and will feel for the first time that they deserve more than they have. Money will come with a feeling of relief, as if space decided to compensate for everything that was missed earlier. And this will really be compensation for patience, for perseverance, for devotion, for giving up their interests in favor of others. The amount that Cancer will receive will allow them to close all debt obligations, create a safety cushion, and invest in a project that has long been in their thoughts, but was postponed. An unexpected financial breakthrough will also open up the possibility of changing housing or place of residence. The win will have a particularly strong impact on their personal life. Internal stability, calmness will appear. Anxiety about tomorrow will disappear. This will create new conditions for harmony in the family, strengthening ties, or starting something important with a new partner. The most important thing is not to miss the moment. Cancer in July should be attentive to all the details. Numbers, dates, numbers. A simple combination of numbers can become a sign. Luck during this period will not be loud, but accurate. And those who are not afraid to trust their inner voice will get their millionth chance. The second sign is Scorpio. In July 2025, Scorpio will be at the point of absolute concentration of financial energy. Their ability to focus, analyze, and recognize signals from reality will open the way to the main win of the year. The jackpot that will fall to the representative of this sign will not be a random gift of fate. It will be the result of a long accumulation of internal energy, accurate decisions, and the ability to bypass systemic restrictions. A win of 10 million is an exit from the shadows into the mode of material power. From the first day of the month, Scorpio will feel an increase in internal pressure. This will be a signal that the space is preparing an important change. Strange dreams, obsessive thoughts about numbers, shifts in the daily routine are possible. All this should be perceived as a preparatory stage. The second week of July will bring a specific opportunity, be it a ticket, a bet, or participation in a project with a cash fund. It is important for Scorpio not to miss the moment, even if the situation seems insignificant or even absurd. Scorpio, accustomed to controlling every step, must take an internal risk this month. Act not with logic, but with impulse. and it is this impulse that will lead to victory. The jackpot will appear suddenly, not as a result of systematic work, but as a powerful surge of the reverse force of the universe. Space will return the investment to Scorpio, but not in money, but with an instant jump to a new level. The financial breakthrough will have a global impact. Firstly, the planning structure will change. Now those routes that previously seemed like a fantasy will open up. Secondly, the domino effect will work. Along with the win, new offers, connections, resources will come. The environment will begin to change. Those who previously underestimated will find themselves in the role of petitioners. But most importantly, Scorpio himself will begin to perceive his capabilities differently. He will no longer waste energy on unnecessary conflicts, but will focus on building a financial foundation. The result of the one jackpot is not just money. This is an internal transformation, a transition to a mode where Scorpio is not a player, but a creator of rules. It is only important not to ignore a random opportunity. Everything else will be arranged by the space itself. The third sign is Libra. In July 2025, Libra will have a rare scenario in which financial success will depend on the ability to quickly make unconventional decisions. Unlike other signs, preparation, planning, and calculation will not work here. Libra will get a chance to hit the jackpot when they stop looking for the perfect moment and simply accept the impulse. The main thing is to be in the right place at the right time, and for this, you will have to give up the habit of hesitation. Luck will be activated in the second 10-day period of the month. It is during this period that an unexpected meeting will occur. An opportunity will arise to buy a ticket, register for a drawing, take part in a bonus promotion, or a digital game. There is only one condition. Do not ask yourself the question, what if it doesn't work out? Everything that looks like a small chance will in fact become an entrance to a major financial change. Libra should trust the flow and stop in time where others pass by. The amount that Libra will receive will not just be large, it will be 10 million, which will completely reformat their thinking. The first feeling is confusion, because such scenarios have never happened before. But clarity will come next. This money is not an accident, but compensation for years of internal imbalance, instability, and expectation. The jackpot will become a financial anchor on the basis of which you can calmly build personal and professional plans. The win will affect the environment. Libra will begin to separate those who are close to you out of sincerity from those who were close out of convenience. Money will reveal the true intentions of others. This will allow you to create a new core of trust and start moving not out of fear, but out of confidence. The change will have a special impact on the personal sphere. There will be an opportunity to get out of dependent relationships or, conversely, strengthen real ones by investing in common goals. It is important not to waste the moment. The jackpot will wait not for the one who is looking, but for the one who is ready. Libra in July is a magnet for winning, but the attraction will turn on only with inner determination. Not a single step should be doubtful. Only a clear yes, and space will do the rest. The fourth sign is Gemini. The financial energy of July is directed to those who can act quickly, analyze moves several steps ahead, and use the moment. It is Gemini who becomes the focus of cash flows when the world throws up an opportunity comparable to winning a jackpot. This is not an accident or luck without a reason. It is the result of internal readiness and resonance with opportunities that usually pass others by. Intelligence, reaction speed, and flexibility are three factors thanks to which Gemini bursts into the flow of events leading to incredible profits. July does not make you guess. It provides specific signals that Gemini can recognize instantly. Their specialty is to read between the lines. It is this month that the key to 10 million is hidden not in obvious paths, but in an unexpected confluence of information. Gemini will not miss these details. They will see a chance where others turn away. It is the ability to connect disparate facts into one chain that will allow you to win. It could be an investment, a bet, a gift from fate, or a meeting that starts the necessary process, but it will not be obvious. Unlike others, Geminis are able to not just think, but think outside the box. This is critical for a financial leap that defies logic. July will challenge you to choose an unconventional path, to take a step in a different direction than most, not to rely on advice, but to rely on your own intuition and ability to calculate moves. The jackpot awaits those who can unafraid to take a step towards the unknown, while maintaining rationality. Geminis easily adapt to new circumstances, namely in July. Conditions will change at high speed. One day, one direction, the next, another. Those who get confused will lose their chance. But Geminis do not get lost. They move with the flow, while remaining one step ahead. Their mind does not slow down, but on the contrary, it is activated. The main thing is not to scatter. The potential to get 10 million will appear only for those representatives of the sign who will focus, who will not rush about, but will choose one line and reach the end. The peculiarity of July is that money comes through communication. It is a conversation, a random phrase, a publication, an acquaintance, or a business proposal that become the key. It is important for Gemini to be in the information field, but not for the sake of fuss, but for the sake of extracting the meaning. Each contact is like a possible code to win, and only those who see a strategy in this, and not just a stream, will be able to get on the path to a large sum. In July, Gemini receives the right to the main thing, to press the button at the right moment. This is a symbolic action that can be expressed in different ways: filing an application, a bet, a deal, a signed document. The main thing is to do it accurately and on time. And when everything comes together, the result will be stunning. Money comes to those who are ready to accept it with a cool head, a clear plan, and an understanding of how to use it. Gemini will be the only sign capable of turning knowledge into results in July, and taking the 10 million that have been waiting for them for a long time. The fifth sign is Aquarius. In July, the financial focus is on those who can think outside the box and are not afraid to go beyond the usual. Aquarius becomes a magnet for a financial breakthrough due to their internal non-compliance with standards. This is the only sign that does not follow other people's patterns. It creates its own. And it is in July that this model of thinking will become the decisive factor, leading to a major victory. Aquarius will be where the chance is hidden, which most will not even notice. It will not be intuitive. It will be intellectual, and only those who can see the structure in chaos will be able to reach the jackpot. For Aquarius, the path to 10 million begins with a deviation from the usual scenario. When everyone is trying to follow a proven pattern, he, without hesitation, turns to the side. This decision will be incomprehensible to others, but it becomes the first link in the chain of events leading to the financial peak. Aquarius is not afraid of loneliness at the start because he knows true decisions come in silence, not in a crowd. The main strength of Aquarius in July is strategic vision. He does not give in to emotions, does not rush to the first offer that comes his way, but waits, but not passively. He observes, analyzes, collects details, and at the moment when the puzzle comes together, he acts sharply, without a doubt. This moment will decide everything. During the month, a specific opportunity will appear, but only once. It will be non-obvious, even absurd at first glance. But it is in it, the source of those very 10 million. Information will become the main weapon. Not money, not connections, not power, but knowledge. Aquarius, as a bearer of analytical thinking, will be the first to see an inconsistency in the usual system, and will turn this mistake into a resource. This can be a new technology, a business find, a digital idea, a game, an investment, or a non-standard application. The main thing is not to reject, not to laugh, not to pass by. It is in the unexpected that the key is hidden, which starts the financial flow. In July, it will be important not just to act, but to act quietly. Without noise, without advice, without unnecessary words, those who want to share plans will lose their chance. Aquarius should keep everything to themselves. Smile, lead a normal life, but at the same time, prepare the ground. Because the money will come unexpectedly, abruptly, in the form of one event. Not savings, not a process, a result. The jackpot in July is not a game of luck, it is a game of intelligence. And Aquarius wins it because he does not doubt himself. He does not drag out time, does not wait for approval. He acts, once, clearly, and wins. The money that comes will not be lost, because Aquarius already has a plan. because he knows exactly what it is needed for. And it is this knowledge that makes him the ideal recipient of 10 million.